In this episode, I'm going to talk about climate and, the weather, pretty much. So, stay tuned. It's going to be awesome. And pretty much just the news, too, as well. So, yeah, prepare for some entertainment. So, as I was reading today, or actually, I was reading it as well, but my dad told me he was actually going to do a story today on his show, which is www.nightdreamstalkradio.com, so go check it out if you have a chance. Anyways, he won't be doing it until later on tonight. But anyways, I guess some lady fell into a septic tank. Not sure where it was, but apparently it just happened somewhere in the United States. But apparently she fell into a septic tank. It was all metal. So what happened was it was just getting all old and rusted, and she apparently walked over the ground where the tank was, and she just fell right in. But apparently she's still alive, and I don't know how somebody can still be alive after falling in a septic tank or falling in a tank full of human waste. That just sounds really disgusting or just really gross. Anywho, that was just a little fun fact and some entertainment for the show. And also, what I was reading today is that the hurricane up in Florida is apparently going to get really bad if it does hit. So, anybody that's listening around the East Coast, just be prepared, stay prepared, make sure to buy food, stock up on water, and just be careful. Evacuate if you can, or if you have to, and always stay tuned to the news. That shit just sounds really scary to me. So, like, what could be the causes of stuff like this that's happening? Well, all the gas emissions, all the fuel that we burn into the air, and all the methane that comes from the pipelines, and nothing that's really being done to help fight climate change and to help find better renewable and cleaner, safer burning renewable energy to replace oil and fossil fuels, which cause a lot of climate patterns that we are seeing over the past few decades. Forgive me for not speaking so clearly today. My chest is just hurting. I'm not doing this over a script as well. I'm kind of just doing this directly from what I read today. I literally read a few articles today. Actually, I read quite a bit. And I'm just taking information from what I read and just throwing it out there. And anywho, it's just crazy how it's just crazy. The more that we burn gas, the more fossil fuels go up into the atmosphere, and the more heat gets trapped in our atmosphere, and it just melts the ice sheets, and our sea levels rise, causing stuff like the hurricanes that's happening in Florida, or shorter summers, longer winters, followed by shorter springtime, and when summer does supposed to happen, it doesn't happen when it does supposed to happen in certain spaces, or certain spots of the world, like instead of sunshine it would be raining. So I heard over the news a couple days ago that this winter could be a little bit more snowier than last year. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. And there's a lot of things that we can do ourselves that can help the environment, such as walking to work, walking to the grocery store. Even if you're searching for a place, search for a place that's closer to where you are gonna find a job, or gonna go do the things that you want to do. That way you don't have to drive out so many different places, or perhaps you can even carpool as well. When you do that, you split the difference on the amount of emissions that you put into the atmosphere. Also, I checked up on Trump today. I don't really like getting into politics too much. Every time I find that I do, it's stupid. I'm just neutral with it. I don't really care who wins, as long as if things that are important are getting done and accomplished the correct and the most humane way as possible. And this whole Space Force that that Trump keeps focusing on is kind of stupid, because that money that we could be, or that he could be focusing on climate change and climate patterns, or perhaps building up our military. He could be using that money to, again, help with climate change and climate patterns. At least build up a set pattern of money, of doing it each year, and then use whatever money that's left over to do whatever else needs to be done. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And, well, I thought I was going to have a little bit shorter of a podcast, but I guess I did it for a little bit longer today. So that's pretty cool. So have a good day.